Welcome to the How to Write a Book podcast, the show that helps you plan, write, and publish your book, even if you're a beginner or just feel like one. Now, for your host, she's written over a dozen books and helps others bring their books to life. Here she is, Maciel.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the How to Write a Book podcast. What is up? It is November 2nd, 2020, and I want to welcome you back to this podcast show, the How to Write a Book podcast, and we are diving in. So as I said in the episode that published yesterday, that these episodes are meant to give you a inspiration and motivation daily. So they're meant to be short, sweet, and to the point. Now, last year, what we did was we provided prompts and inspiration for those prompts. So maybe like a short story prompt or a visual prompt, things like that. But instead, I'm going to leave those prompts to National Novel Writing Month. They have some excellent prompts on there. So if you want to check those out, you can go to their Twitter or to their YouTube. They also probably have other outlets and social media places where they post the prompts, and they have word sprints. Now, just a quick informational bit on word sprints. So word sprints is kind of like you can log into, like, say, the Twitter account for Nanowrimo, and somebody's on there and they usually post like, okay, we're going to start a 15-minute sprint at the top of the hour. So whatever hour it is for you, you get ready. Maybe you're doing some work, maybe you're doing some homework. When the top of the hour hits, then you do that sprint, you write for 15 minutes. And whether that's going by the seat of your pants or you're checking your outline really quick and you're like, okay, I'm going to write this scene, totally up to you. But then at the end of those 15 minutes, then you can like report your word count. Like you can comment back on that Twitter thread or maybe on the YouTube stream, and you say, hey, I got like 147 words, or I got like 10 words. Totally cool, totally okay. So again, to recap, the prompts will be left to NaNoWrimo because they have excellent prompts. And also, I want to direct you guys in that direction because they're just such a great organization, and I just cannot praise them enough. So for these episodes, what we're going to do instead is during the next month, I am going to be posting essentially the negative thoughts. Those thoughts that really just they eat at your brain, and they are negative and self-limiting beliefs that kind of creep into our subconscious or maybe our conscious. And what I'll be doing in these next couple episodes is I'll be addressing a thought. I'll give you a reason as to why that thought is not true and an action item to follow it. So this way, you can recognize that these thoughts, you feel like they're totally normal. They happen to everyone, but that doesn't mean you need to believe it. Just because you feel like, well, everyone else says that their book sucks at first, but no, my book really sucks at first. It's like, no, you just feel that way, but it's not true. It's not accurate. So we're going to be tackling thoughts like that in the following month. So y'all, let's dive in. So today is November 2nd. Let's dive into the first reason. So, or the first roadblock, the first limiting belief that we're going to hit. So today's thought is, what did I just sign up for? Yeah. So, you've gone into NaNoWrimo, you've announced your novel, or maybe you've just announced a novel, but it's like a pending title. You're like, 50,000 words, I can do that in a month. Yes. And now you're like, oh my gosh, what did I just sign up for? Am I supposed to be like freaking out right now? Because I'm feeling like I'm freaking out. So totally normal, this idea that you're suddenly going to be facing a novel of 50,000 words. It can feel very overwhelming. It can feel overwhelming, but that doesn't mean that you need to feel overwhelmed. It's not a sign that you're going to fail. It's not a sign that your book is going to stink. Trust me, I've been through this process several times, and these thoughts are normal. And instead of saying, what did I just sign up for? Let's focus on the possibility of, wow, you just signed up for something because you believe in your work, you believe in your novel, you believe in your writing. And even if those negative thoughts persist, you still feel like you can do it. There's a small voice there that's like screaming at you like, I really want to write a book. And we are going to give that voice a megaphone this month. Let it shout from the rooftops that you're a writer. So that reason to counteract that like toxic thought is you are a writer, and that voice inside your head, even if it's small, that tells you can write, it deserves to have that chance this month. And hey, you know what? It's just 1 month, you guys. 1 month out of your entire life. So, if you tackle 50,000 words and you fall short, that is okay. This is just one attempt out of possibly 1 million, 100,000. You never know. So give yourself a shot. Like, hey, what do you have to lose? All right. So the action item for you today is to write out, why you signed up. I'll give your voice, that small voice that believes in yourself, a moment to say, this is why I want to write a book. So even if it's a sentence or it's a paragraph, I encourage you to do that. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us in this episode, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey there, writer. Thank you for listening to the How to Write a Book podcast with your host, Maciel Valenzuela. If you like the show, we'd be happy if you left a review. For more information on writing and the writer's life, go to www.themaciel.com. That's www.themassiel.com. We'll see you on the other side.